Hi, I'm Scott Vaughan, and today on Create Your Next Customer, we're going to spend some time with David G., Chief Marketing Officer of Infoblox. So David, Infoblox, tell us a little bit, give us the 30-second overview on what Infoblox is all about.
So Infoblox is a network infrastructure company. What does that really mean? Here's the hypothesis. The hypothesis is, are there going to be more things attached to a network tomorrow than today? Phones, laptops, iPads, networks, routers, switches. Is there going to be more complexity associated with those? Are you going to throw more people at the problem of managing and automating those networks, or do you want systems and processes and technologies to enable you to do exactly that? We fill that automation gap.
Wow, and automation is such a big initiative as companies look not to bring on more people, but really apply technology in new and innovative ways. How do you look at that when you talk about network infrastructure? What does that mean today?
What it means today is most people are doing this in a very manual fashion, and they're using a lot of their network employees to do exactly that. You want to free them up to do more important tasks, and what our capabilities enable you to do is to capture lots of network information, harvest it, and use it in ways that are truly innovative.
So network infrastructure obviously came around in the 80s and with routers and switches, and we kind of visualize it. How do you make that sexy? What can you do with that?
There is so much going on in networking today. More devices, more applications, more complexity. You're going to need great technology to automate all of that. And we're essential to it. There are so many factors that are converging today that is going to make networking the center of what happens to all of our world. If you think about iPhones and iPads and the LTE network, huge demands on networks today, whether you're walking in the street or sitting at home. Whether you are in a company today and you're bringing your own device and attaching it to your network. Whether you're a service provider delivering those services. Governments to their employees, governments to their citizens. The degree and the complexity of what's happening in networks today has never been greater, and that complexity is going to grow exponentially, day over day, week over week, month over month, for the very foreseeable future.
So as we think about complexity, the role of marketing has gotten much more complex. Before, being creative or building brand and being the creative people in the building, that's changed. We're now responsible for ROI, for revenue, going deeper into the process. What are you doing, and how do you think about simplifying your marketing approach, or simplifying the right way?
So I think the first order of business is to understand your customer and the altitude of your customer. We're in a technology business.
I like that word, altitude. That's good.
So who do we sell to? Who is the buyer? Where are the buying pools? First and foremost, the decision makers and the buyers and the users may be very different. We are a technology company, and we market very directly to the end user community. This is a technically sophisticated group who use and operate our technology on an everyday basis. As you move further up the decision chain, I don't think people wake up every morning and go, I've got to go do network automation, right? That's the challenge that we face today. So how do we attach the importance of network automation to some of the converging factors that are going on in businesses today?
And I've heard you talk about this before, as there's disruptions at that level, at the business level, that are happening that drive the need for network automation. And how do you utilize those disruptions in your marketing? How do you pull them through? What do you do?
So the concept is really around trend jacking. Either you create your own trend and deliver against it, or you jack on to an existing trend. So device proliferation. A lot of people are talking about it. Bring your own device. Well, in fact, what does that mean for a business owner, an IT decision maker, in terms of people who are bringing their devices, and what are they going to do? Are they going to be safe? Are they going to be secure? Can I turn them on? Can I turn them off? Am I going to throw more people at that problem? No. I want to be able to automate those processes and have a single version of the truth as to how I do that. One example.
I love that term, trend jacking. That's powerful, and that's a way to really visualize how to go about it. That's fantastic. I'm Scott Vaughan for Create Your Next Customer. Thanks for watching.